Straight into live action here, quarterfinal number 4 at the Oi Rio Pro. Ezekiel Lau taking on Yago Dora. It's a happy Friday, happy finals day, and happy birthday to Yago Dora on finals day here at Sacramento. Brad Brickman alongside former big wave world champion Pete Mel. And Pete, we're into the last quarterfinal, a couple of big semi-finals already set.
Talking about this equipment and how much he's loving it. See if he can put it to good use and get himself into the semis.
Well, just to take off in and out there from Ezekiel Lau from Hawaii, ranked number 18th on the World Championship Tour this year.
And is ready for more. I can't wait to see it. Good luck in the semis.
Thank you.
Thank you, Strider. Back to live pictures now. This is Yago Dora. Big backside hook under the lip there on that first one. The barrel rifle on there. Pete, do you think it might have been a better option to pull in?
Yeah, I think when you see a wave spit its guts out, yeah, that might have been a good opportunity. I mean, I feel like today barrels are going to be rewarded as well as that innovation progression, but you got to do what the wave calls for. And at that opportunity there, I feel like that was a bit of a barrel. But you know, when he paddles into that wave, he realizes it's a little smaller, so maybe going to maneuvers.
He's on a smaller one on the inside now again. Now he's winding up again, going for that big backside rotation, making his intentions clear from the early stages of this heat, Pete, to Karamas. Let's have a look now. Live pictures. This is Ezekiel Lau looking for some cover on the inside section. Doesn't quite get it, but gets a big closeout re-entry. Can he muscle his way through the lineup, or through the whitewater? Not quite.
Like it's going to be an exchange where one surfer gets a similar wave as the other, and you surf your way to your scores. It's who can get on the best.
Crowd comes to life now as Dora picks up on one of the biggest set waves we've seen this morning. Again, winding up through the inside section. He's going to kick out that one.
Beautiful kick out.
Thought he was ready to wind up. He was coiled for sure, ready to launch.
Or reinforcement on that one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as I said, it just felt a little unstable, and it's going to give. He's actually going to surf in a wetsuit now, so he's fine.
Thanks for your time, Jason. Back to the action, guys.
Great stuff, Kaipo Guerrera. Getting some insights there, and Julian Wilson will be strapped up for the next heat.
It can be tough, so he's now obviously going to a bit more secure as we watch a nice little tube there. Feel loud, but then the fall.
Well, he has that big snap to set up this barrel section from Yago Dora. No hands to the inside section. No exit there as he, he tried to find a little way out of that one.
That's
Dora, nice opening setup turn though.
Beautiful again. Look at the winds now. See, they're starting to go up the face. Beautiful turn to start it. He goes, grabs it, and then realizes I need extra speed. So he holds it together, trying to pump through it. Just did not get that extra speed, so he tried to go down below and escape out the bottom. Not going to happen for him as he stuffs the nose a little bit. You see right there, everything leaning forward, and then he turns down.
So cool. That'll make a great photo, Pete, on finals day. He needed to make that though to get the score. He's going to go again here. Snap out of the top for this first one. And his second one on the inside section. It's a bit of a smaller, frothy one right on the inside, certainly in comparison to his last wave. And Pete, a lot of surfers are struggling with that closeout maneuver today. What's going on out there?
And of course, that can play into it. You know, I like the idea of what Yago's doing here. He's like, okay, I'm going to just go, we're at this point in the heat where I'm just going to try and manufacture a score out of a smaller inside wave. I can see this going to give me opportunity to do some maneuvers.
Absolutely right. 225th, 2 throwaway scores or results on the championship tour so far. He will still compete in the Uluwatu event for Margaret Rivers closing, and you see him down the inside now. Now he's winding up. Pete Mel, big rotation on the backside, gets his tail really high out of the water. The front of that section now, Ezekiel Lau, contrasting, looking for the tube section. He too doesn't complete that ride.
Oh man, it is so interesting. You can see the crowd willing him each and every wave. By far one of the most popular people here, sportsmen in all of Brazil.
Absolutely right. Now we see Dora, one of the rising stars of Brazil. Up and riding, you can hear the crowd in the background. Opening turn into that pocket now. He's going to look for the wind-up through the inside section here. Nothing quite on offer for him. He's just biding his time to get across this section. And he'll kick out of that one with no advantage gained, you would think.
He had the snap and just chased it down the line, and then behind him almost looked like an opportunity. This is live.
This is live pictures. Ezekiel Lau has finally found an exit out of a barrel, and it's a double one at that. Now can he finish strong? Coming out just past Dora. Looking through the inside section here, and a strong finish from Ezekiel Lau. Powerful surfing, 2 barrels, and now he's certainly in the game.
And a finish, you know, again, an all-important finish. This is the first complete ride of this event. I mean, he was taking off right behind Yago again. He ended up kicking out and got himself back in position where he picks up this wave, and this is going to be by far the best wave of the heat. As you see again, looking at it, that wind blowing offshore, opening up the barrels nice and deep, and then another section super deep as well again, so 2 barrels. And then the all-important, you know, he was looking probably for an air section, but he decides, well, not the best ramp. I'm just going to tag it, complete this ride, get myself a number. And with 9 minutes to go, he's in a good situation here to move into his into the semifinals if he can hold it together. Again, carrying that speed through those two sections nicely. Exit was good and clean. I think that comes into, you know, when you're looking at scores and scoring barrels. It's all important to be able to come out of the...
He goes into the lead now. The pressure on Dora with 8.5 minutes remaining. Looking for a 6.57. Here he goes. Is he looking for turns or is he going to go to the air? Gets a first turn in the section now. He'll cut back at this wave. Starts to stand up again on the inside sandbank. Goes for the rotation. Probably not enough speed to come out of that one, Pete Mill.
Yeah, again, so you feel like sometimes here you start to kind of force the issue. And that was an instance there. Not a lot of speed to go into that final move. A little dejection there, but he's got to stay in this game. He's not out of this yet. You see that snap. Of course, now looking for that section, and he's just been, you know, sometimes that anticipation of always wanting to do the air can kind of just encompass your mind, and that's what he feels like he has to do. You wonder if it was a bit of a strategy to kind of just put some question marks in Kolohe's head.
Yago Dora now looking for an inside corner here. He's again looking for these aerial maneuvers. Gets a little rotation on that one. Smaller inside wave though. Looking for that 6.57. Regardless, the crowd is still going wild.
Yeah, that's right. And he's already called for the ski. He knows how important that time and that clock is. Watch again here. He's going to, you know, again, Zeke had a priority there, but he let him have it. And so just the one move. Gets the pop, but again, it wasn't, you know, the tail needs to be above his hips, above his head to really be a very critical move. But we've seen, you know, the progression get rewarded pretty well. You know, and that was a nice air reverse. He spins around, lands backwards, and then spins around, reverts out of it.
If it's not a man-made mate, it certainly enhanced the sandbank down here. We see Dora now taking from the inside section. We know what his strategy is. We've seen what his strategy is. Can he execute the strategy on this one? Goes to the air, rotates out a bit higher, a bit further out into the flats, and now he's stuck one looking for a 5.47.
That's right, and letting him go, and now an opportunity.
On the outside, this is Lau now trying to drop his 2.43. Nice, powerful gouge out of the top of that first one. Again, kicking up a lot of spray on the second. There's the third turn in there. Combination's been thrown down here by the Hawaiian. Finishes the closeout and manages that backwash really well.
Yeah, that's money for him. I mean, that was exactly what he needed to do. That 2.43 is gone. The lone Brazilian that everyone is going to be cheering for is in this next heat.
Well, there we go. The heat is over. 6.83 for Ezekiel Lau on the last wave. He is pumped up. He's made the semifinals.
We're still waiting on that number, but again, the number needed by Yago came in. It's a 4.5, so it's not enough. So even without that score, Zeke is in.
Good pick up there. You see Jake Patterson in the corner of Ezekiel Lau making his way up. They'll have a short turnaround as he'll come up against Wade Carmichael. Two powerhouses going to go get head-to-head in the second semi-final here at the Oi Rio Pro.